Well, John, really a lot depends on where you're flying in from. As you can see, the plane I've got highlighted at the moment, this red one up here, uh, has come all the way over from Miami into London Heathrow. And as you can see, when it came in, it flew in, and it did the circle. Now, this is I'm not sure what they call this one, what circuit, but you have to go into a holding pattern, and you can fly around. You can go around this thing maybe 2 or 3 times before you fly into London. So therefore, you go back in and then you do a round bit, and then you fly into London that way. Which so most times, the best side to sit on the plane is definitely the right hand side. Now let's just check this plane here. Uh, can we get onto it? Now this one's come from Los Angeles, as you can see there. Now this one actually flew into the northern part of London, and it's done its circuit round here over Watford and flew in that way. But it's still coming exactly the same way. As you can see, it's joined the queue and has flown in this way. So there you go. So it depends really whereabouts in the States. You know, the Los Angeles ones come in that way and the Miami ones come in that way. But yeah, whichever happens, you will join this flight path, and this is the most common flight path. As you can see, we've how many planes we've got lined up here. Let's just see. Yeah, that one's done the southern one. That one's done the southern one. That one's done the southern one. But then that one there has done the northern runway. So a lot depends. But most of them you will find will come in. Will come in from. Hopefully you can see the arrow here. Will come in and then join the queue. But whatever happens, whichever queue you come in and join, you will actually normally fly up the River Thames, this way, and you will see everything. Anyway, now let's go over to the map, and I can show you pick out some highlights when you fly over London and what you can see, because you can actually see from the plane quite a lot, because the planes aren't flying very fast because they have to join the queue until they get into Heathrow. Uh, yeah, so it really is. So now this one's an LAX one, and this one's come from the southern. It's done the southern approach in, where the Virgin one, which had come from LAX, had done the northern one. So there's no reason which way you come in. But the most important thing is this. I would think 8 times out of 10 you will come in on this flight path. This is the most common flight path. Sometimes you will come in from the other side. You will come in this way. Obviously, depends on the wind. And later in the day, they do change the direction, so they don't wear. I was told they don't wear the runway out at one end all the time, with the planes landing on the same spot. So you will come in from another direction. So there you go, John. Hopefully that's helped out. Anyway, let's go over and have a look at what you can see as you fly into London. Hope this has been helpful. Anyway, let's start with the tour show. So you will actually come in around this area here and join the flight path into London, because planes queue up to go into London, normally 5, 6 in a line. But as you can see, if you look out the right hand side, which is the side I recommend you sit on, you can look down and actually see the London City Airport, and on the River Thames, which is that grey thing, just there, I don't know if you can see it there, there's the Thames barrier there. That was built to stop the Thames from flooding London. What we sometimes get in the UK, we get a North Sea surge where we get a very high tide, and the surge comes down the North Sea and floods up the Thames estuary. And there have been cases where London has been very close to flooding, so they decided years ago to build this Thames barrier to stop the actual centre of London flooding. This closes every now and again, yeah. So it's quite interesting, because can't have London flooding, could we? No. Anyway, if you continue off looking out the window, the next major attraction you come to will be the O2, which was originally called the Millennium Dome, built for the Millennium. And that is this round building here. It's got a canvas roof, believe it or not, but it's the O2 now, and it's used for concerts, displays, exhibitions, and so forth. So that's very good. But you can continue up the Thames. As you can see, the Thames does wind its way through London. It's not a very straight river at all. And the next bit on this big U-shaped bend here, you can see, is another part of this is what the area called Canary Wharf, or Docklands, and this is the new sort of business centre of London. This was totally redeveloped because it was a state of disrepair many years ago. So they decided to redevelop it, and I must admit it is very nice now. Very nice indeed. And so we've had no bridges yet crossing the river at all, but we will get one in a minute. And of course, it's the most famous bridge of them all, yeah, which is Tower Bridge, which we put right in the middle. And let's go in and have a look at Tower Bridge, shall we? And there it is. Yes, Tower Bridge. And you can see this quite easily from the plane. And right next to Tower Bridge is the Tower of London, which is this area here. Very worth a visit. You get to see the crown jewels in there, belong to the Queen. Oh, King. Sorry, I do apologise. The Queen's no longer with us, but that is there. And then you can keep going up the River Thames, which you can see quite easily from the plane. And the next major building is the Shard, which is this tall, pointed thing. I think it's the tallest building in London. I'm sure it is. It's quite tall anyway. But even just as interesting is on the river here, you've got the Belfast, HMS Belfast. It's an old World War II film. Not film, play, boat. Sorry, I do apologise. Boat, yes. And that is there. That, again, is worth a visit. And you can carry on all the way up. Now you get London Bridge and the railway bridge going into the railway stations. London Railway Station. I'm trying to think which one that one is, actually. I think that's Cannon Street. I'm not sure. Haven't been to London. And then you've got the Millennium Bridge. This is the one that you walk across, the one that moves. You have very steady feet to go across there. And then we come back. And let's come back out again so we can see a bit more as we go across. And we come more into the centre of London now. And if I remember rightly, this station here, this is Victoria Railway Station, and the coach station is here as well. This is Victoria Railway Station, and the coach station is here. Right behind Victoria is Trafalgar Square, which is this area here. And if you come back down to the riverside, we'll come across Big Ben. You can see Big Ben in the middle of the picture there. There's Big Ben. And you can see this all from the plane. Come on, Google Earth. Yeah, look at that. I tell you what, this is marvellous technology, isn't it? And of course, that's the Houses of Parliament, where all the crooks live. All the MPs live. Mustn't say crooks, must I? I should get arrested. And then just to the left of that, we've come across Westminster Abbey, which is here. Westminster Abbey, and if we come out again, we come across St James's Park. And of course, at the end of St James's Park is Buckingham Palace. Yes, there it is. That's where the King lives. You can visit, but I think the queues, or the list, you have to make a reservation. It takes a little while, but you can get in there. I advise if you're coming especially to see it, it's to book ahead. And then we can come out again, have a look. And you can see all this from the plane. If we come right out, you'll be up at about this height now. And then you've got Hyde Park with the Serpentine, and then your plane will fly across this way here, and it flies across the river, and then you just keep flying along quite happily. And then we come to the outer bit where we come to the greener bits, and we've got down here, we've got Wimbledon Park, where the tennis is held. If I can find centre court. There it is. Look. So I do apologize. I thought it was on the other side. And there's court 1 and centre court. Now with their new roofs. Yes, when we went the last time I was there, we didn't have roofs. We got absolutely soaked. Yeah. They are talking about expanding over here onto the golf course, which is what they use. They use the golf course for parking when Wimbledon's on, because there's just no parking in the area. But they are talking about Wimbledon taking this bit over here. Anyway, you just carry on all the way up. There's quite a few golf courses around here, and you will follow the river up. As you can see, you've got Putney Bridge. This is where they hold the boat race. The river's getting quite small now. Let me just keep coming up. And then into shot comes Heathrow, and there it is, and you will land. Coming in from this direction, you'll come in this way. 9 times out of 10 you will either land on this runway, and we take off from that. Yeah, because Heathrow only has 2 runways. I know, a major city like London, and we've only got 2 runways. There's been more rows about the third runway, which was going to be built on this bit of land here, through here, but there's been it just won't ever happen in my lifetime. Anyway, Heathrow Airport, yeah, there it is with its 2 runways, quite congested. More planes per hour or what, I don't know. Anyway, the terminal buildings are in the middle. You've got Terminal 2, 3 and 4 there. I'm not sure what's happened to Terminal 1. I think it's closed down, or it's part of 2, 3 and 4 there. And then Terminal 5 is over this side here. This is solely for British Airways. This is all sort of British Airways own this bit here. All their planes fly out there, and then everybody else has to fly into this bit here. Yeah. And that's where Heathrow is. As I say, to get to London, you just go up to the M4. You've got a motorway here that drives into London. It can take anything from 45 minutes to 4 hours, depending on the traffic. But there is a wonderful train system. You can go in by train or underground for very little, or you can get a taxi. And then, of course, around London, you've got the big M25. So there you go. I hope you enjoy your visit to London, and I hope this little flyover has given you something to look out the window. If you look on the left-hand side, you won't see as much. Sorry, so get yourself a seat on the right-hand side. That's my advice. Be good, be happy, and best of all, look after the animals.